we determine the value of something? The surest way is through the purchase price. If a vase is set before two people, one may only see the flaws in it. Yet with a discerning eye, the other will note its antiquity and rarity to see that it is of great value. Men dig in the ground every day for substances that in and of themselves are only metals and hard rocks, formed through compression over the ages because someone says they are valuable. This is based on the value determined for these objects by men. What is the value of a human being? In certain cultures, large dowries are paid for a woman who has caught the eye of a man. Millions of dollars are paid in ransom to free those who have been taken hostage. Men and women dedicate their entire lives to protect and preserve human life through the distribution of food, providing clean water, and giving essential medical care to those whose lives hang in the balance. What is the value of a soul? Again, let's look at the purchase price. God sent His one and only Son from heaven to earth to speak about the value of our souls. Once the point was made clear, it was demonstrated on the tree where He was cruelly hung to die. The priceless one paid with His own life so that our souls could be saved. What fool would lay down something priceless in exchange for something worthless? Clearly, the value of our souls is great in God's eyes. If you're like me, the enemy picks strategic moments to whisper in your ear that you are worthless. He says that your life is meaningless, pointless, and ultimately futile. Yet God says you are priceless. Based on this revelation, will you join me in a short prayer? Lord, I confess, as I have looked at my life, I have associated a low value to myself. I confess that sometimes it all seems meaningless and pointless. I confess that while I have sought value and meaning, it has been in the wrong places. I have looked the world over. I have sought the approval of men. I have chased materials, and I have come up empty. Yet as I have heard these words, my soul is pricked. I realize that while I have seen myself as worthless, you have associated great worth with me. I declare on this day that I am a one-of-a-kind, unique, and irreplaceable. I declare on this day that this valuable life is not my own. It was you who formed me in my mother's womb. It was you who foreknew me. It was you who sent your only Son to lay down His life for me so that I can be with you forever. Jesus, I confess that I have resisted you for years. I have not recognized your value, even as you have recognized mine. On this day, in this very moment, I surrender before you. I confess that I have sinned and fallen short of your glory. I confess that there is nothing I can do to make things right, save receiving your precious gift of grace bestowed upon me through your sacrifice on the cross. I surrender. I give you my heart and my life. I lay it all down before you, just as you laid down your life for me, even when no one knew I would come into existence. Now I ask that you come into my heart. I ask that you be the Lord of my life. Thank you for the price paid, for the ransom of my soul.